I've been doing government contracts for the last 17 years. Scaled 2 companies from 0 to 7 figures, all in federal contracts in less than 18 months. Started and scaled my own business, Coffie, doing over 8 figures in its lifespan. Now my team at Alchemy is doing the same thing for companies in the $15+ million range. Our portfolio companies' combined annual revenue is a little under $500 million. But if I had to start from zero, here are my top 9 free resources that I would recommend. Number 1, SCORE Mentors. SCORE is a nonprofit association composed of volunteers around the country providing free training to small business owners. SCORE Mentors are all experts in entrepreneur and related fields. They meet with their small business clients to provide continued and ongoing mentorship and support. Like many of the SBA funded programs, the strength of the persons vary based on location. But if you think of it like a Shark Tank for your business, except for the fact that you don't have to pay for the mentorship from the sharks. A friend of mine, Ankit from the Entrepreneurs Organization, actually built his headphone business from one of the mentors that he met at SCORE. He actually told us in a story that he shared with our group was that he went to SCORE Organization and he had an idea to build a disposable headset. And so with that idea, he had to find out how did he make the headsets, how did he get distribution for the headsets, and how does he market it. And so at SCORE, he was able to find an expert who had previously worked in distribution for a Fortune 500 company. And so that mentor was able to help him actually design the headset, get it over to China to have it built, and then helped him not only package it and prepare it, but also help with the distribution as well. So that's one case example of how a SCORE mentor can help a small business like yours. Many of the techniques today taught by Cody Sanchez on YouTube involve working with baby boomers to buy businesses for cash flow, while Dan Pena and his QLA program teaches you how to recruit baby boomers and retired executives to put them on your board of advisors and board of directors so that you can also use their experiences to buy businesses. Why? Because these executives have built successful track records over their career, and now you can leverage that to scale your business. Well, similarly with SCORE, you can do the same thing except in a program that's backed by your very own federal tax dollars. Number 2, Empower to Grow program for me, or as it was formerly known as 7J training when I took it some 15 years ago, was a game changer. And literally when we took it, you had to be an 8A company, and we actually sat inside of an office setting inside the SBA rooms down in Miami. In fact, till this day right now, I still have some of the user manuals from that training that was done some 15 years ago. It was a time where we actually built community. In fact, my friend Patricia Bonilla from Lucrative Construction, successful woman entrepreneur doing more than $20+ million in sales, sat 2 rows back from me, and I remember her from those times of first learning about government contracting back in 2009. At the time, they literally hired expert consultants to come in and teach a small group of us accounting, estimating, and other technical skills to grow our small businesses. It reminds me of what the Goldman Sachs 10K small business program is a lot like today. In fact, there are still many good trainings being offered by expert consultants and persons in the field. Unfortunately, budget cuts and misaligned interests has weakened the program. However, you can still find many great trainings taught by experts in the field. In fact, a few years ago, I volunteered to teach a class on the untraditional approach to RFPs, which I'm very proud of today. Number 3, Export Assistance Centers. The MBDA Export Assistance Centers provides technical assistance and business development services to generate contract opportunities, finance, and access to new and global markets for minority business enterprises, also known as MBE. This group really supports those businesses who want to sell their products and services to foreign lands. They provide not just the training and technical assistance, but also specialized funding programs to help you do so. Let's say, for instance, you are in an online Pokemon forum and you meet your friend Bill from India who's interested in acquiring your Pokemon cards. Well, because you're in an online forum you've never met in real life, you're not really sure how it is that you're going to sell that collection of Pokemon cards to your friend Bill over in India. This is where the government program steps in. So what happens is Bill actually can go online and fill out a form and get pre-qualified with the US government, and if he in fact is pre-qualified with the government, they will pay you the money to be able to sell those cards to Bill, have them shipped over to India, and then once Bill receives it, he then pays back the government. These are some of the kind of programs that the Export Center helps people to do, and these are some of the kind of programs that, again, if you're in a position where you want to take products and services and sell to new and emerging markets, this is one of the ways in which I would encourage you to explore working with this particular MBDA Export Center. Number 4, small business development centers. SBDC programs provide business advising and technical assistance to existing small businesses and pre-venture entrepreneurs. As per their website, SBDCs provide problem-solving assistance to help small businesses with marketing, exporting, sales, and other areas required for small business growth and expansion. I personally attended some of the SBDC classes and workshops, and I must say they have some of the best training around, provided and taught by experts and coaches. Not only that, they provide a ton of economic development assistance, meaning they know where all the money is buried. After one of the hurricanes, I was able to get a 1% interest rate loan to rebuild one of my properties, and that referral came through my SBDC counselor. So as you can see, I personally have benefited from their services. So out of the first 4 groups, I would say this organization has helped me by far in my business the most. All of their events have been top-notch, introducing to real people who know their stuff. They are teaching recent and relevant topics like AI, CMMC, and much, much more. Number 5, Women's Business Centers. Women's Business Centers, WBC, are part of a national network of entrepreneurship centers throughout the United States and territories, which are designed to assist women in starting and growing small businesses. WBCs seek to level the playing field for women entrepreneurs who still face unique obstacles in the business world. I do not have first-hand experience because I do not identify as a woman. However, with the growing emphasis on leveling the playing field for women entrepreneurs, I cannot imagine a better place to be as a women business owner. Network like crazy and build a sisterhood so that in the future you have another business owner to confide in, learn from, and grow with. Though it did not make the list, the U.S. Women's Chamber of Commerce, we were able to get Carol Craig on our podcast, a woman who helped send things in outer space, similar to the likes of Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk of SpaceX. The U.S. Women's Chamber of Commerce literally sued the SBA to fight for women's preference programs to be implemented and enforced across all federal agencies. So I can't imagine a stronger force to be reckoned with. Number 6, Veterans Business Centers. The VBOX mission is to provide business training and counseling services to active duty personnel, veterans from any era, and military spouse who want to learn more about, then start and grow a small business on their own. The VBOX network has 28 centers spread across the U.S. to serve veterans and military spouses in all 50 states and U.S. territories. An organization that provides free training and upskilling to veterans, I cannot think of a better mission. The Boots to Business program is also something that helps initial founders get started. I would not overlook that. Again, another group place where you can network with fellow veterans, grow and build relationships, strengthen and foster opportunities with other prime contractors and the likes, giving back to the veteran community. Number 7, Procurement Center Representatives, PCRs. PCRs help small businesses win federal contracts. PCRs view many federal acquisition and procurement strategies before they're announced. This enables them to influence opportunities that should be set aside for small businesses. But most of you probably never heard of PCRs. They conduct market research, assist small businesses with payment issues, provide counseling on contracting process, and much more. Now, this one does not make many people's radars because it's only used by the sophisticated small businesses who understand the different agencies and roles and offices. However, PCRs are the ones that federal agencies deal with and have to answer to when setting aside small business contracts. Number 8, Community Navigators. The Community Navigator pilot program is an American Rescue Plan initiative designed to reduce barriers that underrepresented and underserved entrepreneurs often face in accessing programs they need to recover, grow, or start their businesses. The SBA's Community Navigator pilot program will help level the playing field for America's entrepreneurs, especially underserved women, people of color, veterans, and low-income communities. The goal is to leverage partnerships with deeply trusted community-based organizations to help small businesses navigate government resources. This program is brand new, but the fact that they have over $100 million to help disenfranchised businesses, minorities, and low-income people, I would encourage everyone out here to see how you can reach out to one of the hubs and spokes to find out how you can participate. Because it's so new and because there's not a lot of press on this, you're likely to be able to take advantage of and benefit from all the services they offer because there's probably not a lot of people knocking at their doors. And number 9, Apex Accelerator, formerly known as PTAC. When I first started my journey in the GovCon world, I first reached out to PTAC, which is the Procurement Technical Assistance Program, and then they assigned me a PTAC, which is a Procurement Technical Assistance Counselor. And when I first went to the counselor, I went about it all wrong, expecting that somehow a stranger would know more about my business and how to grow and scale it in 45 minutes than I did. So the first thing I like to encourage people to do do is when you are reaching out to an Apex Accelerator, first and foremost, have what you want in mind in terms of a clear set of goals and expectations for where it is that you want to go with your business so that you can articulate that to the counselor. The clearer that you can paint the picture of what it is that you're trying to do and where you want to go, the more likely they are to be able to help you or at least point you in the right direction. Most small businesses want some sort of magic pill so that they can take it and all of a sudden they're this booming government contractor. However, we come to realize after long life lived that 99% of the time this is likely not to happen. So again, with that said, I do want to again caution folks out there who are new to government contracting that you may not experience a high quality Apex Accelerator. They do vary from city to city and state to state. So again, if you find that you are a little bit disappointed with the Apex Accelerator program, just be mindful that depending upon where you're at in this country, there are better ones than others. But the fact remains that they are still connected to government contract databases. They have access to upcoming events where the decision makers are going to be held at. And so there are other things that they can do besides provide you with necessarily the technical assistance and training that you hope to receive. So again, if I was starting over from zero, this would be one of the 9 resources that I utilize to the best of my abilities. Let me know which one of these resources you'll be maximizing in the comments below. I'll see you all next week.